YouTube, what's going on? Welcome to Mose Knows. I am your host, Mose. Although I'm nasally sounding kind of strange, this is not the normal voice that you get from me. My apologies. Cold, running through, elementary school kids, sneezing and coughing, high-fiving on one another. They done brought it home. It done got to dad. I'm all messed up, but it's okay. We are still delivering content. Again, this is Mose Knows. I'm your host, Mose, and we are continuing in our 32-team 7-round mock draft series. Today, we head to my birthplace. We head to the 215, the city of brotherly love. We got to do a mock draft for the Philadelphia Eagles. Y'all know my disdain for the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's not really the players per se. It's the fan base. It's the people. It's some of y'all. Even though I love you, it ain't gonna change that I love you as a person, but as an Eagles fan, as a football fan, whatever. But we're gonna do our best to go through this roster, see what we have, see what holes we want to fill. And draft a really, really solid draft class for the Philadelphia Eagles. So let's not waste no time. Let's jump right in. So we're going to select the Eagles. Go next. We're going to do full 7 rounds, and we want fast draft speed because we don't care about what anybody else is doing. Now, I originally tried to record this video when I was at work. I tried to do it when I was at Franklin Field. There was a lot going on. Construction going on for Penn relays, cross team, on the field, practicing, people running on the track, all kind of back. The audio was terrible. Couldn't put that out for y'all, so I had to re-record it. So we're going to do this fresh. Okay, let's take a look at our needs. We're up on the clock at 15. Now, the Eagles did have 3 picks in the first round, but they traded one of those picks to the New Orleans Saints. So they went from having, 15? Let me see. They went from having 15, 18, and 19. No, 15, 16, and 19 to having 15 and 18. Saints have 16 and 19, but then the Eagles also picked up a boatload of extra picks. They got a first-round pick next year. They got a bunch of other picks. Eagles, they did a really good job in leveraging their assets. Still have 2 first-round picks where they can address positions of need. Still picked up picks for next year. Love what they did. Let's take a look at what some of our needs are. Cornerback is a need. Edge, wide receiver, interior offensive line, safety, running back, linebacker, offensive tackle, QB, corner, and defensive line. Looking at the depth chart, pretty solid team. From what I know, from what it looks like, they're going to continue to stick with Jalen Hurts. I feel like he started off the 2021 season a little bit slow, but then he picked it up as the season went on. And you saw what made him a starting quarterback. You saw the leadership qualities. You saw the fight. You saw the grit and the grind. You saw a starting caliber quarterback towards the end of last season. So I think they're going to stick with Jalen Hurts, give him another shot, give him another year in this system, see what he's able to do. But I feel like you definitely need to put pieces around him. Did a great job in Devontae Smith. Is Quez Watkins number 2? I don't think so. Jalen Reagor, not it. JJ Arcega-Whiteside, not it. Maybe 2 wasted draft picks there. Greg Ward, not it. You bring over Zach Pascal, but is he a difference maker? No. You have Dallas Goedert. You got Miles Sanders. Offensive line is pretty solid. So I don't think you need to address any of those positions right now. Edge, you kind of took care of that need by bringing in Hassan Reddick from Carolina, bringing the tri-state native back home. We're able to re-sign Derek Barnett. We're able to, release and re-sign Fletcher Cox. So you kind of took care of, that front 7 piece, kept that solid. But I honestly think you need to add pieces for Jalen Hurts. And this team does have speed. Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, if Jalen Reagor somehow figures it out. This team has speed. I think they need somebody else at that wide receiver position. Big body, possession type receiver, somebody that can go up and get it. I love this option here. At 15, he's still on the board. I'm going to go wide receiver Drake London from USC at 15. Now, back on the clock at 18, Kenny Pickett comes off the board at 16 to the Saints. A good option for them there. You can go defensive line if you want, but we've got Fletcher Cox. Javon Hargrave had a monster year last year. We've got Milton Williams. So we've got a little bit of a rotation there. So while Devontae Wyatt is promising sitting on the board right here, I don't think it's necessary that we go there. Corner is still a need. So Trent McDuffie from Washington is still on the board. Interior O-line, we have the versatile Zion Johnson from Boston College here. Let's take a look at some other positions. So it's a bunch of ways I can go. You could go Zion. We got Landon Dickerson. We got Kelsey, Isaac Suamalu. I mean, I think Zion Johnson come in and challenge Suamalu for a starting role. That's possible. You got Tyler Linderbaum, who you can slide in that right guard position. But I don't think they do that twice. I think you drafted Landon Dickerson, you start him at guard, and then eventually when Jason Kelsey retires, maybe you slide Landon Dickerson over to center, and then you have to replace that left guard spot. So I feel like Zion Johnson maybe at right guard, and then maybe they do a shuffle where if Kelsey does retire after the 2022 season, you slide Landon Dickerson to center, and then maybe you move Zion Johnson back over to left guard. So that's possible. Zion Johnson, Trent McDuffie. If you want to go edge, there's a George Karlaftis. I think he would fit this system a little bit, but actually, with Brandon Graham getting older and the injury they suffered last year, George Karlaftis is not a bad idea. Now, during the combine, Gio the podcaster, shout out to Gio for sure, had a message for Howie Roseman. He said, Howie, we need linebackers. Get us linebackers. So is it a reach to take a guy like Devin Lloyd right here? Because you could put Devin Lloyd in the middle of Kaiser White and Hassan Reddick. Ooh. Because the linebacker position, Devin Lloyd, Kobe Dean. I mean, there are guys here that we could get. Maybe I don't want to reach for Devin Lloyd right here. I'm thinking with some of the injuries to the offensive line, it's not the sexy pick, but you got that already in Drake London. I think you shore up that offensive line. I could see Zion Johnson being the pick here. And I mean, during the 2021 season, Zion played well at the link. I'm just throw that out there. When was that game? That was in September. Boston College versus Temple at the link at Lincoln Financial Field. Zion played well, so he's familiar with the stadium. He's familiar with the city. I don't know. I like Devin Lloyd. Karlaftis is making sense to me too. Oof. McDuffie. But you can get corners later, but you can get edge later. But I mean, this may be a spot where the Eagles trade down because there's so much available to them here. I think the edge class, the corner class, and even the linebacker class is deeper than the line class. So if you got somebody as talented and as versatile as Zion Johnson on the board, I think you can go grab him. And then we can address those other positions later. So let's move into the second round and see what is available to us when we are on the clock at 51. Perfect. I feel like we can address that linebacker position here in the second round. So I think we get a great guy in Christian Harris from Alabama, who's sideline to sideline. He attacks the ball all over the field. He diagnoses plays well. I think you can put Christian Harris in the middle of Kaiser White and Hassan Reddick. Getting him here at 51 in the second round, a player of Christian Harris caliber is still like getting a first round talent. So we satisfy the need and the request of Geo the podcaster, and we get Christian Harris from Alabama here at 51. I like that. Now we can look to address other positions, mainly corner and edge. Ooh. Oh, he was there. Atlanta, you son of a gun. Atlanta took him right from us. I saw his name there and I was like, oh, okay. He should still be there. He should still be there. Bam. Okay. Here at 83. Let's take a look at corner. Ooh, I already see my guy. I'm going right there. Alontae Taylor from Tennessee. Now, I do love Phidarian Mathis. But again, I feel like we have a solid rotation at the defensive tackle spot. Fletcher Cox, Javon Hargrave, Milton Williams, even Marvin Tuipulotu and Marvin Wilson. So we got some young guys back there that we can use. Phidarian Mathis, though, is off the charts. I love his get off. I love his explosiveness off the line. He's aggressive. He's hungry. His motor is nonstop. But I think we do need to add to this cornerback room. So I'm going to go up, bring in Alontae Taylor from Tennessee here with our third round pick. I think that's absolutely solid for them right there. And then we're back on the clock at 101. So we took care of corner, wide receiver, interior line, and linebacker. If we want to look at edge, we can do that now. Oh yeah, I got something for later in this draft too. Let's see. Isaiah Thomas might be a solid one. Majai and D'Angelo Malone are probably more 3-4 outside linebackers, where Isaiah Thomas at 6'5", 267, mixture of 3 and 5 technique, but he projects best outside, 5 technique and a 4-man front. Yeah, so I think you can get Isaiah Thomas here, bring him in, and you have Brandon Graham and Derek Barnett as your starters. But then you have Josh Sweat and Isaiah Thomas in that pass rush rotation. I feel like he can learn a lot from Brandon Graham, grow his game and understand how to be a pass rusher at the next level. So I think that satisfies the edge need right here. I'm going to go Isaiah Thomas from Oklahoma. Go back to all here. $124. Okay. So safety, running back, offensive tackle, and defensive lineman. No tackle that I want to take here in the 4th round. Ooh. Sterling Weatherford from Miami of Ohio is intriguing. And I think he can come in and battle Marcus Epps right now for that starting strong safety spot. 6'3", 225. He can drop down and play linebacker in the box if you need him to. There's also Brian Cook from Cincinnati. Some viable options at safety. Running back, I mean, we have Miles Sanders, Boston Scott, Kenneth Gainwell. I would steer away from the guys like Tyler Batty, the smaller backs, because we have that in Boston Scott and Kenneth Gainwell. I would lean more towards like a Kyron Williams from Notre Dame. Oh no, he's small too. Never mind. I thought he was a bigger back for some reason. Damon Pierce, 5'10", 215, somebody like that. Is Rashad one of the bigger backs? 6', 214. I know Haskins is 6'1", 220. So maybe we can look at getting Haskins later. We got Miles Sanders, who's our 3-down back, but and we have the smaller, shiftier guys. Maybe we need another big body guy, somebody on, third and short, third and goal, somebody a big bruiser, somebody who could take those hits. Let's see. We looked at tackle, looked at safety. Let's take a look at interior defensive line. Agbanier from UCLA, Haskell Garrett from Ohio State, Marquand McCall from Kentucky. A few names that I'm looking at. I could do that here. I'm actually looking at that punter, Matt Riser from San Diego State, because the Eagles punter is Aaron Sipas. No idea who that guy is, but I know Matt Riser is legit. 6'2", 200. He's got a boot. But y'all probably like, why would you take a punter at 124 in the 4th round? If he's there later, I'm telling you, I'm taking him. This is tough. Where do we want to go? I think I'm going to go safety, and I think I'm going to go Weatherford out of Miami of Ohio. Now, Rise is still on the board at 154. We have 162 and 166. Now, if he's still on the board at 166, I'm letting you know right now I'm taking him. We'll address some more positions we need, but at 166, I'm taking him. Okay, 154. Now I think we can take Haskins out of Michigan, get that big body running back for our short yardage situations. At 162, I mean, we could go Agbanier from UCLA for that defensive line depth. If we want to get another corner, I like Kobe Bryant from Cincinnati. Maybe that's the route. You can never have enough corners. Or do we want to look at bringing in another wide receiver? Romeo Doubs, Justin Ross. I mean, we already got a big body. But Justin Ross, man, I really hope his injury woes turn around and allow him to realize his potential in the NFL, because Justin Ross is so good. So good. I mean, at this point, it's BPA. And I know you got Darius Slay. Do we want the corner? Do we want the defensive line depth? I'm going to go Kobe. I'm going to get the corner depth. He's still here. I told you I was getting him. So now we got to upgrade from our special teams. We're solid with Jake Elliott. Now we got to upgrade at the punter position. And now we can really play the field position game with teams because we have a punter who we know has a boot. Get that other guy out of here. I don't know who that is. But get him out of here. Get the young guy Ariza. Allow him to help us in special teams and flipping field position. And now we're on the clock here at 2:37. I believe this is our last pick. So do we want to look for a developmental tackle? We can go with Zion Johnson's teammate, Tyler Vrabel. Father is Mike Vrabel, head coach of the Tennessee Titans. It is Mike, right? I think it's Mike. Do we want to find D-line depth now? Christopher Hinton from Michigan, Neil Fell from LSU. Two possible options there. If we go back to all, because there really aren't any more positions of need. We already got two corners, so I'm not getting a third. If we want another safety, we can go Amari Carter from Miami. Charleston Rambo from Miami. If we want to go wide receiver, we want to get more edge help. Amari Barno from Virginia Tech. He can back up Hassan Reddick, rushing from that linebacker position. Smoke Monday is here. We can get another linebacker, Jacoby McClain. Bring him in for special teams help. Kind of stuck between we don't need another corner. I don't think we need another wide receiver. We don't need another running back. I mean, we've got some guys. I do like Davion Taylor. I do like Sean Bradley. Jacoby Stevens is okay. Everybody else, they're going to be fighting to make the roster. So you want to bring in somebody else, like a Jacoby McClain, who I feel like isn't getting enough love? Or do you want to get some more depth for that defensive line? Linebacker has been the issue. You heard what Gio the podcaster said. So I'm going to go Jacoby McClain late. Have him come in. He's going to be a special teamer. But see if he can fight to make a backup role. And be developed on this team. So that's pretty solid. I feel like I like this one. Let's take a look at what we were able to accomplish. 10 picks in all. So first round, pick 15, Eagles take wide receiver Drake London from USC. And then 3 picks later at pick 18, we select Zion Johnson, offensive lineman from Boston College. At pick 51, we take linebacker Christian Harris from Alabama. At pick 83, we take corner Alontae Taylor from Tennessee. At pick 101, we take edge rusher Isaiah Thomas from Oklahoma. At 124, we take safety Sterling Weatherford from Miami of Ohio. At 154, we take running back Hassan Haskins from Michigan. At 162, we take corner Kobe Bryant from Cincinnati. At 166, we take punter Matt Ariza from San Diego State. And at 237, we take linebackers Jacoby McClain from Auburn. That's going to wrap it up for the 7-round mock draft for the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles fans, as much as I hate hearing y'all talk, Sound off in the comment section, man. I would love to hear your thoughts on this mock draft. Where did I go right? Where did I go wrong? You as an Eagles fan, what are you looking for in this year's draft? What would you have done differently if you are performing a mock draft for your team? Again, sound off in the comment section. Love interacting with you guys there. If you want to connect with me outside of YouTube, you can do so on my social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I will have a link in the description that'll take you to all those platforms. You can connect with me there. If this is your first time here at Mose Knows, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate your time and attention. Do a couple things for me before you head out and enjoy the rest of your day. One, smash that thumbs up button. If you're enjoying the content, if you're enjoying these mock drafts, help a brother out. Hit that thumbs up for me. Become a part of the Mose Knows fam. You see the merch. Become a part of the Mose Knows fam. Once you're part of the family, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. If nobody told you yesterday, if nobody told you today, and if nobody will tell you tomorrow, I'm telling you, I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. So hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the fam. Then take another 2 seconds, hit that bell icon so that you get notified every time new content drops right here at Mose Knows. Love and appreciate y'all, and I'll catch y'all in episode 20. Peace.